Hey folks, this Friday is the opener of the 2024 archery elk season here in Idaho, and everyone in the office is going, and we couldn't be more excited. So today we're going to talk about what I'm bringing with me in my kit. I am going to be hunting more of the front country, staying pretty close to roads, just doing some day hunts. Dennis is going to be doing a backcountry trip. So if you're interested in backcountry hunting, go watch Dennis's video right here. Now if you're hunting more front country, kind of going day mode, packing light, being nimble on your feet, this is the video for you. So first thing we're going to talk about is what I'm bringing to my layering system. So a couple pieces here. I narrowed it down to two different types of pants. I will be either rocking the Kryptek Sonora pants. This is for when it's really hot and dry out. When you're just sweating, getting beat by the sun, these are the pants for you. They're kind of a mesh fabric, super breathable. Not the most durable, but it's a lightweight pant, and that's what you're gonna get. So I'll be rocking those when it's super hot. Now, if it's a little bit cooler, I'll be rocking the Kryptek Valhalla pant. So I really like the pocket configurations on these pants, really easy to slip stuff in because you always have stuff in your hands as an archery hunter. A little bit more durable, but you still get that two-way or four-way stretch fabric. My all-time favorite pant. So I'll be wearing those once the temperature drops a little bit. So now tops. I bring a variety of tops with me, and I usually will swap them out if I get too sweaty. So the first top I want to talk about, the Marsupial Sunslayer shirt. So I'll be taking this. It's just a nice little lightweight, soft, super buttery soft hoodie. So that'll be my little base layer. Go over a t-shirt, something like that. My next base layer I'll be taking is the Kryptek Bamboo Banks hoodie. This is a bamboo, obviously by the name. Bamboo hoodie, super soft, dries really fast, really lightweight, keeps you cool. This is one of my favorite shirts that Kryptek makes. Last year I hunted with this probably every day except for when I needed to wash it. So that one will stay with me, stay on the four-wheeler, stay in the truck. Now the last thing I want to talk about, this is some top secret fabric going on right here. This isn't released yet. This is the new Kryptek Traverse Merino top. So super lightweight, made with merino wool, tencel, very soft, super lightweight, just a great product. I'm super excited to use this year. Now with that, Kryptek is coming out with some new Traverse Merino boxers. So I've never worn merino boxers, but I can definitely see after a couple days of hiking around in the hot sun, early archery, where some little moisture management, some smell management could really come into play. So I'm super excited about these Kryptek Traverse Merino boxers. I will always keep a pair of gloves with me. These are the Kryptek Krypton gloves, just lightweight gloves. Just throw them in my pack. They stay with me all season. If I need them early in the morning while glassing, those are going on my hands. Next thing I'll bring, whether or not I wear them, kind of depends on temperature and moisture levels in the foliage. These are gaiters. These are Petra 2 gaiters by Kryptek. So yeah, I'll keep those with me. They might stay in the four-wheeler, stay in my pack. It'll all depend first thing in the morning when I wake up. There's a high dew point. They're definitely going on because I don't want to be wet. Okay, so when the temperature starts to drop in the 3rd, 4th week of September, if I make it that far, this is the Armalite hoodie. Just a nice little grid fleece hoodie. I can usually hunt with this all day long as my outer layer, and I'm good to go. Super soft. I just love that thing. Now, riding four-wheelers in, riding the truck in first thing in the morning, it's going to have a little bite to it. This is just a little windstop jacket. It's called the Dalibor Pro from Kryptek. I probably won't be hunting a lot in this unless it's kind of cold, moisture, just one of those cold September mornings. I just don't like hiking around with anything more than like an Armalite hoodie. So get super warm, but this is my shell. I'll be taking it with me. And now all of these will stay. I'll have them with me on the hunt no matter what. They'll either stay in the truck, stay in the four-wheeler. If I think it's gonna get kind of wet and gross, I will throw a jacket, one extra jacket in my pack. So I'll either take this Dalibor Pro jacket or I'll take this hoodie. And then same thing for tops. Whatever top I'm wearing, that's what I'm committed to for the day, but I will always have a spare back of the truck or back of the four-wheeler. So moving on from the clothing, Now we're gonna dive into some of the accessories that I'm taking with me. So we'll start with boots. I've had these boots for 3 years now. These are the Crispy Laponia 2s. Love them, super lightweight. Feet stay really dry, comfortable. I mean, super lightweight. The tread's getting worn off a little bit, but put lots of miles on them. And yeah, they're gonna be great this year, super great. So now this is the initial set dry bag. All of my clothes that I leave at the four-wheeler, just in case a rainstorm does hit, I will just keep these in there if it's exposed, or whatever dirty clothes I take off, I don't want them in the truck. So dirty socks, dirty whatever is gonna go in this bag, and I'll just throw it in the back of my truck. So I always keep a dry bag, more specifically initial set dry bag, with me, kind of as my dirty laundry chute. So, and then the bow, only upgrades I've made this year is sight. I got the Spot Hog Fast Eddy XL. Got that all dialed in this off season. Super excited. I've had a couple opportunities to make like a follow-up shot at like 70 yards. And unfortunately I just don't want to take that. So now I have the option to do it if I have a good shot. So super excited about that. And the other thing I changed are my broadheads. I'm a super dedicated fixed blade guy. However, after Idaho changed the regulations a couple years ago, mechanicals kept getting brought up in my mind, and this year we made the change. So I'll be shooting the Grim Reapers, see how they work out. The biggest thing is I love how they shoot straight out of the box. Not a lot of bow tuning. I am a father, work full time. I mean, time is very valuable, so I don't have a lot of time dedicated to tuning broadheads, especially earlier in the season. That's gonna be it. Super excited. This is the PSE Evo NXT. I think it's a 31. Great bow, I've been shooting it for a few years now. The other thing that I changed is my release. So I do have a wrist strap, your classic Cabela's wrist strap release. I will keep that in my bow case. It will come with me in my backpack every day, just because I still don't trust this thing. But this is a wise choice thumb release. I love it. I've been shooting with it all summer. Completely in love with it. I've only had one shot where it kind of deployed early, but it was my fault. And the other thing, I don't want to lose it. So I will have an extra release with me at all times, just so I don't screw it up. Because if you're ever going to lose one, it's going to be when the bull is coming in. So yeah, super excited to shoot this. Hopefully I can keep it in my bino harness. So now, moving on to bino harness, bugle tube, some of the other things. So this is the Game Changer Bino Harness by Muley Freak. I just like the nice, tight, compact fit. One-handed. I got the Vortex Razor 10x42s, nice, wide, stable. So when you're shaking, when that bull's coming in, you're looking at stuff, you have a nice field of view, and you can get a better picture. Rangefinder I got rolling is the Vortex Impact, just basic rangefinder, does the deed. Served me well for a long time. And then elk reeds, I'll be using the Slayer custom calls. Cody McCarthy over there made me a couple calls because I was having issues with some reeds. And also I'll be having the Born and Raised Miss September reed. So the tags I'll be using are Idaho Fish and Game issued mule deer, second mule deer, and unit elk tag. So now my left pouch over here, what I always take with me is the Full Frame Outdoors. It's a digi-scoping attachment. It just fits across all of my optics. The phone case I use every day, the entire year. I just got a little magnet strip here. It just goes right on here, and I can put it on my spotter, my binos, my buddy spotter, my brother's spotter. I can use it on anything. So I like it. It's nice, lightweight, super cheap. I just keep it right there. It's always with me. Never have to worry about it. Okay, now I want to talk about my pack system that I'm taking with me. So I am going to be basically hunting day mode, or just taking some day-long hunts. Every night we'll be going back to a camp that we'll be staying at. So I'm not going to bring all of this gear all of the time. So what I mean by that is my spotter sitting over in this pocket, and I have a tripod. I will have them accessible. Now I might leave them at the four-wheeler, I might leave them in the truck, but they will be packed in my backpack en route. So that being said, I will keep my bow on the back of my backpack unless I am the shooter. It's strapped here with the initial ascent bow holder. As you can see, I keep it strapped with this. It just goes right over your cams, keeps it nice and secure. And then one buckle. Bow is easily detachable, and then you're ready to rip. Okay, when this is not in use, my bow's not in there, I will cinch these two straps up right here, all the way up to the top. Keep them nice and tight. And I will take this little cable and I will hook it back on the loop. And the reason for that is it'll be swaying around when there's nothing in it. It'll be kind of like looping around, catching on brush, and then this little strap will actually be clicking on things on the backpack. So make sure it's strapped up, make everything look nice, keep it nice and tight. Okay, so moving on, unbutton the lid here. I'm gonna pull the spotter out first. So in my large spotter pouch, I am taking the Vortex Razor 65 millimeter spotter. If we need to spot some elk on the next ridge over, or we're having issues, I can really pick apart country with this, but it's not as big as the 85, and I'm not lugging around a tank. So 65 millimeter. Now for the tripod, I am using the Tricer AD tripod. Brand new this year. This thing is awesome. Super lightweight. The pan head on it is great, especially when you're using the spotter. Just pan around nice and perfect. It's almost like a fluid head, so I love it. Absolutely love this tripod, and that will be going with me. That one might actually stay in my pack depending on what we're doing, because I will attach my binos to the tripod, use that full frame adapter that I was telling you about, and just utilize my binos to spot elk. So love it. Moving on to the stretch pocket in the front. So I did not talk about this when I was going through my clothes, because these two items in archery season will always be in my backpack. So this is my rain gear. Nice, lightweight. This is the Jupiter rain gear from Cryptek. Super thin, super light, not really hot, which is great. Just nice, thin piece of rain gear. Super lightweight. Jupiter jacket, Jupiter rain pant. Never leaves the backpack. I have my glassing pad. I will keep that also in my stretch pocket. Just luxury item. Whenever you're sitting down, eating lunch, glassing, doing anything like that, it's just nice to be able to sit down on something padded. It's not a rock. So, what else do I got in here? More rain stuff. This is the Initial Ascent rain cover. So another thing that will never leave my backpack. This actually stays in my bag year long. Whenever I swap bags, go from the 5K to the 8K during rifle season, this is one of the first things that I throw inside of my stretch pocket or my lid or something like that. So that'll go right back in my stretch pocket, zip that up. So now moving on to the main compartment, which I don't believe I have much in there. I don't have anything in there right now. I'll use the main compartment for any jackets. If I bring a lunch, a breakfast burrito, boiled eggs, anything like that, I'll just throw inside of here. So that's wide open, ready to be used. Because we are just day hunting, I don't bother bringing a jet boil. If I want coffee, I'll make it in the morning and take it with me on the ride in, and then water. I'll just take an Nalgene with me. And then back at the truck, four-wheeler, I will have this hydro pack, 8 liters. I'll fill this up every day so I can wash my hands whenever I shoot a bull, or I just need to refill, buddies need to refill. Ready to go. Stay lightweight. Okay, moving on to the lid. This is where I keep all the things that I want super accessible. So the first thing is this pack sack, because I like to stay organized. So in my pack sack, this is my kill kit. So I have the Gerber. I'm not sure what kind of Gerber. It's just a fixed blade knife my brother got for me. Absolutely love it. I'll keep some paracord. That way if I need to hang quarters, it's just never a bad move to have paracord. Just keep that in there. I do have lint and a lighter, just in case things get western. Cody breaks his leg again, we need to start a fire down at the bottom of a ridge. We have the option. So you're welcome, Cody. Now with that, this is a dual purpose outdoor edge saw blade. So you can cut some branches off, you can cut some legs off, cut some bones off on an elk. If you need to get in the chest cavity, anything like that. Amputation works well too, so you're welcome, Cody. For all of you that don't know, Cody, who puts the packs together, is my younger brother, and he broke his leg last year while elk hunting. So I gotta flip him some crap sometimes. Okay, next thing that is in my lid is snacks. So I stole this right out of my daughter's snack cabinet. They're Bobos, banana chocolate chip. They're absolutely delicious. They're just like a little oat bar. Love them. She doesn't eat them, so I eat them. And I also have elk jerky. Just some jerky I made on the smoker. So I'm gonna bring that with me. Nice little snack to eat. And I think it's gonna be good luck. If you eat elk jerky while hunting elk, that's the way my mind works. The other thing I wanna have in my lid is my field trauma kit. It's got everything you'll need from Band-Aids to ointment to allergy medicine to a tourniquet. That is always gonna be in the top lid, or the lid of my pack. The other thing, safety flap. So even though it's archery and people aren't shooting long range, I still like to have this if I ever have a rack on the back of me, or I'm skinning out, caping an animal. I like to have orange on me, okay? If I need help, somebody needs help, I can wave them down with the safety flap. This thing is paperweight. So it's silly to not have it in my pack. And I'll keep that right here just in case I need it for emergency. So moving on to this last pocket over here, I will keep my trekking poles over here in the side pocket. I usually will not run them while I'm hunting. That's usually for whenever we got an animal down or we're making a long pull, getting out of a canyon. I'll only bust those out if I really need them. But other than that, they just stay right there in the side. Okay, so moving on to the initial ascent large hill belt pouch, I have a couple things in here. I will keep my surgical knife. It's a Gerber. Just keep that there for utility purposes, bust it out for skinning. I just like to keep that more accessible. The other thing is my headlamp. I'll keep that in my pouch so that way I don't have to take anything off and dig for it whenever it gets dark. Keep that right there. I'm not even sure what it is. It's a Night Buddy. It was a gift from somebody. The other thing that I keep in my hip wall pouch, that way it's accessible in case of emergency and time critical event, is toilet paper. Not just for doing business, but it is September, fires going, smoke. I get a really dry nose. My nose is always bleeding, so I have to have toilet paper on me at all times. It's the worst superpower ever. Okay, now on the other side, in my initial ascent water bottle holder, I keep my Nalgene, my initial ascent Nalgene. This is the only water I typically take with me in a day. I usually don't drink a lot of water. I usually don't eat a lot of food, especially on day hunts. That's just who I am as a person, skinny. So yeah, I will take that, refill it as needed, and that about does it for the pack system. Now, if I really need to, or we're dropping into a dark canyon, I know I'm not gonna need a lot of stuff, we're just going on a quick stalk, something like that, I will actually take my 5K bag off and just leave the pannier and the lid. We call it day mode here at Initial Ascent. So I will be keeping it just like this. I just like to have the storage and the flexibility of having a 5K bag. Condenses down super easy. So, I mean, you could even see that right now. Nothing in it except for a rain cover and some trekking poles. Like, condenses down almost to the size of the frame. So love it, bringing it, be silly not to. Okay, so now if we're sitting on a ridge or something, I need to charge a phone, charge a Garmin, we're just hanging out glassing, I want to watch a movie, which is a thing, or a football game, I actually upgraded my power system. So I have two things here. I have the Poseidon Pro. I can charge my phone at least 3 times. I can charge my Garmin. Sweet little attachment. It's really lightweight too and very durable. I think I can just smash it on a rock, be totally fine. But there's a flashlight. Pop it open. Gets dark out, I need to look for something. Got a little flashlight attachment. Comes with this cool paracord cable. I guess so if you ever need some paracord, you have some right here. So dual purpose. The other thing I have is the Spectre 18-watt solar panel charger. So this will actually charge with 4 hours of good sunlight, this thing. It'll completely charge it. And there's also a little port on the side back here. So if I just want to take the solar charger and I'm just charging my phone, I can actually plug that in right there. So super cool. This is really lightweight too. It's also flexible. And now with all these little solar cells, if I were to smash one of these, it continues to work. So that was a super cool feature of this that I was all game for. It comes in another size, a little smaller guy. I don't remember exactly how many wattage, but really great. Comes with a nice little carrying sack or carrying strap that you can put on the back of your backpack. So if you need to charge it while you're on the move or something, you just hang it from the back of your initial ascent bag, just like this, and there you go. As you're doing work, you're double down on what you're doing. So super neat. Really excited to try that guy out. Okay, so that is it. Opening day is this Friday. We're hunting the front country. We're gonna hit it hard. Taking the 5K, and we're gonna come out heavy. So if you guys have any questions or you have any tips or tricks or little changes you would make to my bag, let us know in the comments. If you're the hardcore backcountry hunter and you're gonna go hiking 15, 20 miles to go shoot a big bull and make that trip like 6 times, that video is right here. You can go watch that. Dennis is gonna be packing in and he's gonna be putting in that work. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know what we can do better. And we'll see you on the hill. Good luck this season.